completed one of my eyes. I also went ahead and did my foundation and brows. For my primer, I used L'Oreal's Magic Perfecting Base, and for my foundation, I used Estee Lauder's Double Wear Foundation in the shade 2C1. So as always, you want to make sure to prime your eye to prevent your eyeshadow from creasing and for it to last all night. Today I went a little different and I decided to use my Urban Decay Eyeshadow Primer Potion in the shade Eden. Now first I'm going to apply a transition shade on my crease, and for that I'm going to be going into my Too Faced Natural Eye Palette, and inside I'm going to be using Velvet Revolver right here on a fluffy blending brush. I'm going to apply that onto the crease of my eye, placing it on the crease and slightly above the crease. So once you've laid down the groundwork of where your transition shade is, you can go back with just a tad bit more product on your fluffy blending brush, and you're going to want to do window swiping motions just to make sure that everything is blended evenly and that that crease is defined. Now we're going to move on to our Too Faced Boudoir Eyes eyeshadow palette. Using a new blending brush, this one here is a MAC 224. I'm going to go ahead and pick up Vola's Vase, which is this shade here, this purple shade. Just with the tip, tap off any excess. And what you're going to do is you're going to place that right on the crease of your lid or of your eye, right here. You can see. And then just kind of pat it in, but don't come in all the way because we want to leave this section light. Once you have the shade here, you want to bring it down towards your lash line like a V. So there you can see that we've created a V. Okay. Go ahead and disperse of any product that you have left over on the brush. And now taking that same brush, you're going to go ahead and do circular motions to start blending in the product. Now going back into that same shadow using a pencil brush. This one here is a Sigma Pencil E30 brush. Go ahead and pick up some of that with the tip of this brush. Tap off any excess to avoid any fallout. And then we're going to apply that to the lower lash line. Going back into the Boudoir Eyes palette, we're going to go ahead and pick up Lap Dance, which is this shade down here. Tap off any excess, and now we're going to apply that shade to the outer third of the lid. Just pat it on. Slightly start bringing the color in towards the center part of the lid. This is what's going to give that metallic-y look to the eye, making it still look a little bit smoked out. Then taking the shade Sugar Walls with your index finger. I find that using the index finger for this part gives me the best results for this specific color. I'm going to go ahead and just apply that on the inner third of my lid. Now going back with your first blending brush that you used to lay down that transition color, we're just going to go ahead and take this and we're just going to start blending the edges here so that everything looks nicely smoked out and blended. Now Jennifer Hudson seemed to have a very light eyeliner on her eye. In my collection, I don't have like a grayish gel liner. So what I'm going to do is I'm actually just going to take a flat brush, just like a squared looking one like this one. And I'm going to go into my palette here and I'm going to be using the shade French Tickler. And I'm just going to pick that up lightly with just the tip of my brush. Pick up the shade. And I'm going to lightly apply it as close as I can to my upper lash line. just by patting it in. You can kind of wiggle the color in as well. That will help hug the lashes. At this point, your lashes are ready to be curled and for you to apply one coat of mascara. So for my mascara, again, I'll be using my Clinique's Lash Doubling Mascara. So for lashes, I'm going to be going in with NYX's Illumination Lashes number 110. They look like this, and as you can see, the lashes are really thin and long, and that's exactly like what Jennifer's lashes look like in the pictures that I could see. Now that you have your upper lash in place, what we want to do is we want to run some black eyeliner on the under part of your lashes, which is the tide line is what they call it, and we're going to also run it on the waterline, and for that I'm going to be using L'Oreal's Smoldering Eye Kohl pencil. That's what I'm going to use. Now taking a short smudging brush, this one here is by Zoeva and it's the 226 smudger. I'm just going to use this pencil to smudge that liner that I just applied onto my waterline. And what I want to do is I want to kind of bring down that darkness onto my lower lashes and on to mix it in with the shadow that I've placed there already. For the bottom lashes, I'm going to use a different mascara today. I find that this Rimmel Lash Accelerating Mascara does wonders in the lower lash line. It separates the lashes nicely while delivering a formula that doesn't smear or transfer to the bottom part of your eye here. As always, to brighten my under eye area, I'm going to go to my trusty concealer by Maybelline, and that is the Age Rewind Concealer in the color Fair Clair. Today I'm also going to go ahead and highlight the bridge of my nose. Then with that beauty blender, go ahead and blend that out. Then to set that, I'm just going to use my Rimmel Stay Matte Powder, and I'm just going to lightly just tap it underneath. Now Jennifer Hudson had no inner corner highlight on her eyes, but she did have a little bit of a highlight on her brow bone. So before we move on to the rest of our face, I'm going to go ahead and pick up this color here in the Buff with a flat shader brush, and I'm just going to run that, and tap off any excess, because since we've applied our lashes, we don't want any of that shadow to fall on our lashes. Then just go ahead and tap it on to your brow bone. So for contouring our face today, we're going to be using Sigma's Angled Contour Brush, and that's the F40 brush. And I'm going to be dipping into Hoola. Yes, we're doing something a tad different today. Picking up the color. This is actually a limited edition special thing that was going on for the holidays, and this is the Cheeky Sweet Spot tin. I'm going to do a light contour. It's very light. I'm going to go ahead and apply some here on the side of the temple, without trying to disturb my hair too much, because girl, it took some hairspray to keep these babies down. So for blush, we're going to go in with NYX's Cocoa, which is a nice kind of like a deep burgundy brown color. I'm just going to take that on my brush, tap off excess, because look, do you see that? It's pigmented. So I'm going to apply that lightly to the apples of my cheeks. Wish me luck. I'm barely touching it. Just going like that. Circular motions, so you can see. And I'm just blending in with that contour. Now in the pictures, it didn't seem like she had a very prominent highlight. So for me, I'm actually going to go in with a little bit of a highlight, but I'm going to go a little bit more on the brown side. What I'm going to use for that is I'm actually going to be using e.l.f.'s Little Baked Bronzer. And it has a slight sheen to it, as you can see in the lighting. It's a beautiful bronzer. I used to use this to contour all the time until I got my Sephora Sol de Rio bronzer. Now that's all I use. But today we wanted to switch it up and I used Hoola, which I'm really, really happy with. But for highlight, because this does have a little bit of that, you know, shine to it, I'm just going to pick this up with e.l.f.'s blush brush. Okay, and I have some product here. Okay, and I'm just going to lightly dust it. Now I have that nice little highlight right there. Now I'm moving on to my most favorite part of the look, and that was that bold purple raspberry looking lip. Purple is my jam. So what I'm going to be using for the lip, I'm just so excited. Okay, let me collect myself. So for the lip liner, I'm going to go in with NYX's Purple Rain, and this is a nice purple pink magenta-y type of lip liner. It needs some sharpening, but we're gonna work with that because I can't find my sharpener. For the lipstick, we're gonna go in with Matte Glam, and it's part of their new matte line, and it's this beautiful purple color. I mean,
This LA girl glazed lip. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Now, first let's fix your face. First of all, fix your face. My God. Okay, let's do this again.
and because her lips had a really nice, juicy looking shine on them, I'm going to be going in with my LA Girl Glazed Lip Paint in the color Seduce. And I'm going to apply this with a lip brush over top just to complete the look.
Okay, it's fine. Thank the Lord. It was my Mary Illuminator fell on the floor. Come back to me. Come back. Jesus. Something were to happen to you. Oh my God. Oh my God, I gotta start over. Oh man, I gotta. Oh. Let's do that.
So this is it. This is the completed Jennifer Hudson makeup look for her performance at this last weekend's Academy Oscar Awards show. I do hope that you enjoyed this tutorial. Please make sure to give this video a thumbs up if you liked it. And you know what? If you like purple lipstick, go ahead and give it a thumbs up. If you like purple eyeshadows, go ahead and give it a thumbs up. If you liked it, just give it a thumbs up. And if you haven't subscribed to my channel, please make sure to subscribe. The button is somewhere here. So just go ahead and subscribe so you don't miss out on future videos. If you haven't seen my previous ones, I did Dakota Johnson and Jennifer Lopez red carpet look that they wore to this last weekend's Academy Oscar Awards show. So for a full list of products used in this video, go ahead and visit our blog at exquisiteGlow.blogspot.com. Also, to not miss out on any daily fun, go ahead and follow us on our Instagram and Twitter that both is Exquisite Glow. And I think that is all I want to say for today. I hope that you are having a great day, and I truly enjoy having you here on my channel, my little makeup corner on the internet. So, until next time, I'll see you later. Bye!